Good afternoon. It's June the 22nd, 2015. And our take on the market this morning was it was a sell at 21 and it was a buy at 10 to 12. And that's pretty much where the market has been. The market was straight up. Very little in the way of retracement all the way up until it got north of 21.21. It took an announcement about an impending broadcast where a Greek minister said that a deal had been done with the EU, that Greece was saved to push us all the way to the top. Then that was denied and the market came all the way back down. And just what did they do? They got stops beneath the low. Retest failure again, a B, and the market drifts back to close about mid-range. So we had a trading range day supported by the idea that the Greek problem was going to be swept away and put to bed today. And it hasn't been yet, but the expectations are that it will be. So pretty good macro call, just looking at the software. If you'd taken this S sell on the opening, that was a loser. If you'd taken a V bottom, a fat bar right here, that long bar, if you don't take out that low, somebody's going to cover their shorts. B, a very small winner. No trade on this B, no trade on that S. Small winner on this B. Winner on this B. And that one. On this one it would have been a scratch. Winner on this S. Winner on that S. Winner on this S. Retest failure right here, small winner. Retest failure right here, small winner. Retest failure or a B right here, small winner. So you have one loser out of that whole deal. You're not making your 3 to 8 points that you make on your trades. You're making 1 to 2, and every now and then you catch a 3 or 4 point trade. Very quiet trading, and I think that's going to be the way it is this summer. You just can't really expect. You know what we found in our own live trading in the room is that you just make 3 points, so you're looking to scratch the trade, or you make 7 to 10, and it happens quickly. And there really isn't any in between when you do that. So it is summertime. The markets don't play the way they do when the full complement is in, and we'll just have to get used to it. It's the way that it is. Looking at the F1 screen on the E-mini, higher low, higher high, it says look for a place to buy it. So F1 has us as a buyer. Looking at the F2 screen, it's a B in an up market. Now a B in an up market means long liquidation. If it was long liquidation and new selling, we'd have a trend day lower. So it's just people taking profits that had gotten long for whatever the reasons and decided to book it when we got up to 21.20. We have news tomorrow. Durable orders -0.6. It's not what they look at. They look at the X transportation +0.5. That's a strong number. Housing price index. And this one again could come in higher, +0.4 from the FHFA. PMI manufacturing. And again, no one pays a lot of attention to it, 54.2, but it's north of 50 and holding its gains. So that could be a stronger than forecast number. But new home sales at 525. This one most likely will come in higher than forecast. And the housing numbers have been pretty strong, much stronger than forecast of late. So 525,000 there. X transportation +0.5%. That'll be the market's focus. Right now we're in the same situation. We want to sell failure to take out 2022. I think on the announcement of the European deal we'll see new contract highs. I think that comes no later than next Tuesday, the end of the month, end of the second quarter. So I think the market will close strong and all money managers will be patting themselves on the back for being smart enough to stay invested. And it's hard not to be invested in this market. I mean, as good as we are as picking the tops, this market comes roaring back because the Fed and every central bank in the world doesn't want lower stock markets. It's the one bright spot in the economy that they can always point to. Okay, looking at the buys, 10 to 12 and 5 to 7. Pretty much where we were today. Looking at the 10-year, lower high, lower low, it's going to tell us to look for a place to sell it. But remember, this is a responsive market. It makes you buy lower prices and sell higher prices. And tomorrow we have the 2-year auction. So while I do think there's a short left in the market tonight, especially if the E-mini comes back strong, I don't think that the bottom falls out of the market because of the auction this week. They just can't move the paper in a selling market. So maybe the low comes in London, maybe just before our day session opens tomorrow, then perhaps a comeback. That's the way I think the market will set up. So we had 2 distributions down. The break in the market's really essentially at the buck. We're at 25. Last rotate up was 28, so 27.31. Especially for London, sell 1. Then 3 to 7 will be sell 2. On the buy side, I'm going to make it 17 to 21, but again, a lot of it depends on it might be 25 to 21. But let's try to buy it a little bit lower because of the B pattern than 9 to 13. But I tomorrow, especially when the day session opens, unless we have a big piece of news, I'm going to prefer the the long side of the market the deeper we get into the session. My wife was just telling me I got a new present for my birthday, a dryer. I could see me giving her a shotgun or a set of golf clubs or a fishing boat for her birthday. Oh well, I always wanted a dryer with my name on it. Nancy, when's the last time you got a shotgun for your birthday or Christmas? No, she won't do my laundry. Every now and then she screws up and something gets mixed into it. Get to do my own. She comes in and critiques the way I do my laundry. I'm not getting the right fabrics put together, and not getting the right colors put together, and I just kind of stir it all up, then unstir it, and throw in there what looks like to be pretty close to the same color, and get on down the road, and that doesn't work. Okay, here we are on the verge of breaking down. We've got stops beneath this low over here at 5 to 6. So getting stops over there, a little bit of time, a little bit of room. 5 to 9. Buy 1. And then 25, 29, buy 2. I suspect the selling's not going to accelerate in the 30-year. Just because it got whacked again pretty hard today. Okay, M period high is 24, L period high is 29. So failure, I'm just going to leave it open. Failure to get through 24, 28, I think is about all we can do on that. And then 3 to 7 will be sell 2. And structurally, you got to limit sell. the 7 area, lean against that 2-letter ledge, lean against that 2-letter ledge, that low from the overnight session where the market spilled from. And then the start of the C period, if you really want to give it a lot of room, would be the 3rd area. But 49.24 to 28 looks like a reasonable place to put that trade on. Knob spread came in a bunch today, but that's what really is giving us the extra half point, 2 points, and the movements in the 30-year right now. It's just a big contract, and I mean, even moving average crossovers put a lot of money into your account. And typically in a responsive market, moving average crossovers don't work so well. Okay, on gold, lower high, almost a lower low right here. So this one is looking lower, and if my eye comes across here and look at it, 1160 is pretty good support. We got a ways to go to get there. You got the round number 1175, which picks up the bottom of value of this particular distribution. Then you've got 70. So 70 to 75 is probably pretty good support. We are pointed lower. Risk-on investments are in favor. Get out of your gold. Get out of your treasuries. We're going to have a settlement of the Greek problem. Greece isn't going to get out of the EU. Status quo will be maintained. Yada, yada, yada. So gold. So we're going to make 75, 77 by 1. 70, 72 by 2. Now, having said that, we got to get through 80. And you can see that we've got stops beneath here. We've got volume over here at, what, 79? So I'm going to put a question mark by 80. If we get some support at 80 and we can't take it out and we test it 2 or 3 times, then it's likely to hold. 85, 87 is resistance. And then we have this spill up here from that area. So we'll make 89, 91, sell 2. Looking at crude oil. Okay, we have an inside day, and that favors a trading range. So this buyers against 59, sellers against 61. It's where we are right now. And if I fold this into it and that into it, you can see that the real selling and 60, 75, 61, looking at that entire distribution, definitely above 61.50, and we haven't gotten close to it in a long time. 56.50 for the for where the strong buying has been before. So top of value 61, bottom of value is 58.50, and we're at 60.22. So the sell might come up first. And so March 60.22, 60.50, London's high, so 60.50, 60.75, sell 1, 61, 61 and a quarter, sell 2. On the buy side, last rotate down stopped at 59.66, we're at 60.23, so 59.50, picks up this high volume number, 75. And then we'll make it 59 even, 59 and a quarter. We'll lower the buy side just a bit. But those numbers worked out pretty well for us today. Okay, on the euro, 113 minus, 114 plus. So 13, 13 and a quarter, 14, 14 and a quarter has been where the market has found sellers and support. Deal on. About to be announced, rallies. Deal, I think when the deal is announced and when I look at it, it'll sell. So we didn't break 13.25 today, so my guess is we'll probably at least get stops beneath that. Today's lows, which I think was 35.33. So they had an overnight low at 25. We're working for that, so maybe a little lower, so we'll make 20 to 30 by 1. Then 113 even by 2. And on the sell side, make 75, sell 1, and then the buck, sell 2. We've got a shot at so much news that I think somebody will peep or leak or do something that might bump us a little higher. That's it for June 22nd, 2015. I will see you while on vacation. Yeah, I'm going to try to send out my email, but I'll just cover. I'll have to get up at 4 a.m. where I am to get that thing out on time. So we're headed west, but I won't be covering all of the markets. I'll give it my best shot, but every now and then you gotta